Good morning and welcome back. Hope everyone is doing really well today. So it's Monday morning and it's time to get some orders packed. So I will run through that with you, just let you know what I sold over the weekend. I'll give you a rundown of actually how the week was as well. But this week I'm really going to try my best to kind of take a little bit of time out of the business and try and kind of concentrate on, dare I say, me just a tiny bit more. So I've got a few bits and pieces I've got planned for this week. Some good and fun, some not so fun. So, but I'll try and kind of give you an update of what I'm getting up to. So do stick around. But let's have a quick look at the week's sales, just to kind of let you know how it's been going. Right, just getting my sales report. So this is actually for last week, and this is from 11th to the 17th of August. So I wanted to get an overall view of the week. How's it been, in my opinion? Not too bad. It's kind of reasonably good. So we had just over £2,000 worth of sales, £2,069, down just a smidge, nothing too major. The bit that is, I suppose, a little bit more concerning, which is actually the quantity. So that's definitely down. So 81 sales over the weekend. I'm aiming closer to the 100 because I'm listing 105 at the moment. So yeah, it would be nice to actually push that up a little bit more. Average selling price, again, £25, a touch lower, but I've been having a fairly aggressive markdown sale over the last week as well. So, but not too bad. Also, let's have a quick look at the this weekend. So this weekend has been really quite kind of down actually. So we are talking. Let's have a quick look at this one. So we've actually had 29 orders over the weekend. So I think last weekend it was closer to the 40. So definitely quite considerably down. The volume of sales, £681, again not brilliant, and that kind of that cost of goods, £23.50. Sorry, the sales price £23.50. So all in all, a bit down, but I think the week actually made up for it as well. So it is what it is. So it's a new week now, so we need to just keep pushing forward. So let me kind of pick those orders that I've actually got going out now. Right, so first item, we got a pair of trainers. These are a pair of Nike. So these are UK 11s, and these were listed in July 2024. So these are 1 year of age. So we've got just £12 for those ones. So I'm really surprised they actually didn't go sooner, but hey, it is what it is. Right, next we got a pair of Hugo Boss jeans. These were listed in November 2024. We've got £11.98 for these ones. Someone did ask me about my how much I physically pay for them. So I don't do individual pricing. I don't know exactly what I paid for it, because I do averages. So the average that I will spend on my items is, roughly speaking, about £4. I think it's currently running at £3.50 at the moment, but that kind of thing. So if you consider £3-4 into 12, not great margins, but again, this is actually just me clearing stock. Right, next one, which is actually a nicer one. This is a leather jacket by All Saints. So we've had this listed since February of this year, and we've got £62.79 for this one. It is going eBay's global shipping, GSP, but yeah, £4 into 62. That's slightly better. Right, next one, we got a pair of jeans. These are actually by Diesel. These are women's ones actually, and they are the Live straight cut. So these ones here, they've been in the store since February of this year, and we've got just £8.86 on those ones. So those are on the markdown sale. So that's yeah, all good to go. Right, next one we got, which is a Hugo Boss jacket. This is kind of like a full zip kind of cotton one. This was listed in February, so we got £26.77 plus the shipping, yeah. Right, next we've got another pair of jeans. These are a pair of G-Star Raw. These are the Bronson 2.0. They're more of like a chino fit, these ones. So we've got £19 plus the shipping, and these were listed in February of this year. Right, the next one we've got, which is a non-clothing item. Why I do it to myself, I don't know. We have a Toy Story 3 Lotso Bear. So Disney Store plush. So listed in February. We've got £5.86 for this one, plus the shipping of £3.97. Yep, going to Callum. So if you're watching, Callum, thank you very much. I do appreciate the order. Right, next one, we've got a blazer. This is a tweed blazer by Cavani, and we've got £40 plus the shipping on this one, and we listed this in April of this year. Okay, next one we've got, which is a kind of like a top blouse kind of thing. So it's a woman's one. It's by Joseph Ribkoff, and this one here is we've got £22 plus the shipping, and this was listed in June of this year. So starting to like get the like slightly more newer stock now. Right, we've got a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. So it's 100% cotton, and this was listed in June. We've got £15 plus the shipping. See the logo on there, so the coloured logo. Like, I think these ones for some reason do slightly better than just the plain little ponies. Right, next we got a hoodie. This is by Gant, and trying to do it so it's the right way up. There we go, Gant. So it's a 3XL, so it's a nice like kind of like big size, those ones. And that got £25 plus the shipping, listed in July, and that is going to Warrington. Right, next we've got another pair of jeans. These are by Replay, just on there. So these are the Anbass, and they're the Hyperflex ones. These ones that do seem to do pretty well. So we've got £35.82 plus the shipping, listed in July, and I think off the top of my head, because it wasn't too long, I think I paid about £6 for those ones. So yeah, like all good. But as I say, I do like averages, so I work out everything on my average cost of goods, which is like the £4. Right, next one, which is an item that is non-clothing yet again. So this one I'm a little bit like less kind of like annoyed that I've sold this one. So straight off the bandwagon, which is Oasis, I have sold an Oasis mini disc. Now, like kind of like, yes, it's got a crack on the case, but inside got the mini disc, we've got the artwork in there as well. So this was listed in July, and we've got £44.77 plus the shipping on that one. So yeah, like I'm really pleased to actually get that one. I'll put that, bubble wrap that, and actually put that into a little box as well, just to protect it even more. Right, so that's all bubble wrapped. What we're going to do is like then like put it into a poly mailer as well. And that is all ready to go. Well, next one we've got, which is just a fairly generic like Nike sweater. So this one here was listed in July. We've got £11.86 for that one. Right, we've got another pair of trousers. These are by Marks and Spencer's, and these are the heavy corduroy ones. Good size, 42-inch waist on those ones. Didn't get a lot for these ones. £9.50, £9.49 plus the shipping on that one. Listed in July. Right, we've got some jogging pants, jogging bottoms now. These are by Jordan or Nike. So these were listed in July, and we've got £23.77 plus the shipping on those ones. And they're going to Liverpool. Right, next one we've got a gilet. This is by Luke. And this one here is a men's small. We got £20 plus the shipping on that one, and that was listed in like July this year as well. Right, next we've got another pair of jeans. These are by Hugo Boss, and these are the Delaware kind of brand model. These are listed in July. We've got £30 plus the shipping, and these are going to like GSP, so global shipping. Let's see whereabouts it's going to. So these are going to Cambodia. I can't say I've ever like sold anything to Cambodia before, so yeah, like kind of like that's winging its way there. Right, we've got another pair of shoes. These are some Timberlands, and these are like boat shoes. So we've got £18 plus the shipping on this one, listed in July, and they are going to Aldershot. Right, next we got another like cardigan. This is another woman's cardigan, and this is 100% pure cashmere. So we've got £20 plus the shipping on this one. This is going to Leeds. We've got another pair of jeans. This is a brand that I really do like. So this is actually called RM Williams. So they're based out of Australia. If you can find their boots, they are worth like big money. So, but these ones here, listed in July, we've got £23.99 and going to Brentwood. Right, next one, which is a woman's top. This is kind of a patchwork come boho style. I put a keyword as like festival in there as well. This was listed in July. We've got £22.77. That's going to Brighton. Right, next we've got a hoodie. This is by Ford, and this is actually the Ford Mustang. It's only by Gildan, so it's not particularly like old and it's not particularly like brilliant. But this one here is actually like we've got £10 plus the shipping on that one. Going to Beaconsfield, that one. So, and when I can speak about earlier about like the averages, that one there I actually picked up for, I think it worked out at 50p for that one. So some I'm going to be paying more than my average, like £4. Some I'm going to be paying a darn sight less as well. So yeah, 50p for that one. So even though it wasn't great margins, kind of there is still profit there. Right, next we got a pair of shorts. These are by Arnie. We've got £15 plus the shipping on these ones, and they're the grey like drawstring, like fairly like tailored ones. But they're going to Bolton. Now I really should like say where I've been and where I haven't been before. Bolton I've never been to before, and I do want to I think we are incredibly lucky here in the UK. We've got some absolutely incredible places. So yeah, definitely I want to do some more visiting around the country. Right, next one, which I actually tested out, but sold super quickly. It's actually like a pair of Hollister cargo trousers, kind of like utility style. So these ones were listed, I think, this week, I think it was, and we've got £16.77. These going to like eBay's global shipping. These are going to Germany, so super quick. So yeah, Hollister as a brand is not something that I normally will pick up, but something like that, yeah, it's done really well. Right, getting to the last couple now, and this one here is a long sleeve t-shirt, and it's by the brand Rafa. So Rafa makes cycling gear, and like a really good brand to keep an eye out. Now this one here, I've got £18 plus the shipping, listed last week. Now the reason I've got £18, probably could have got more for that one, but on the arm it did actually have a mark on it, so, and it looked like it was actually a bit of chain grease, so which I couldn't get out, unfortunately. So listed it, made sure that the customer knew exactly what they were getting, and accepted an offer of £18, but still happy to get it moved on. Right, very last one, another pair of shoes or trainers. So these are by the brand Superga, I think it's Superga, just on there. So the nice kind of white canvas, looking like a really nice condition. Got £11 on 3p for these ones, and they are going to Winchester. I don't think I've ever been to Winchester. Right, so as I say, that's all now done. Not as much, so we got the 2 bags worth today. Nothing like particularly exciting. A bit disappointing, I have to say, going through those sales, but it's just got to kind of tick over at the moment. I just need to get through this period, but the rest of the week was not too bad actually, so with some nice margins. So it's all swings and roundabouts. Right, so I'm going to get myself all ready, and then we've got slightly more exciting things to do today. Just so you know, I'm going to collect my wife's new car today, so hopefully that all goes off without a hitch. So I'll try and kind of take you along and show you what we've got. Then yeah, got just more bits to do today. More listing, more photography. Rinse and repeat, as they say. Right, so that's all the parcels dropped off, so we're all good there. So next job on the list is something I suppose a little bit more, a little bit nicer. So just going to now collect Lisa's new car. So what we're doing, we're actually like just trading in this one. So we're getting another Nissan. So what I'll do is I'll try and kind of vlog it, so when I get there and I'll show you what we've got. Yeah, like having like many years like working in the car trade, I still find it quite difficult not to actually take advantage of the new car deals, even though I know deep down in my heart of hearts they actually don't make you money. But like at the end of the day, like we need like nice reliable car, and I'd rather have Lisa in something that's going to be a little bit nicer and not worrying about it all going to be breaking down. So yeah, got another new one just about to like collect. So yeah, that's what we're doing next. Right, so just arrived at Nissan now, just about to collect the new car. It's not this one, I think it's outside, so I'll show you in a second. Right, here she is, the red one. So a little Nissan Qashqai. Always nice to get into like one of the cars with the new car smell. So yeah, I think she's going to be pleased with it. So now I just have to finish off the final bits of paperwork, and then I can get out of here. It's taking a bit of time though, unfortunately. Right, all back home now. So just collected the car, obviously. So I'm sure kind of like some people will kind of think that buying a brand new car is a very frivolous thing, including me. But the one thing I do want to do is make sure that my lovely wife, who is very like kind of supportive and kind of does a massive amount for me, so I can concentrate on doing this. I want to make sure that like she gets like kind of some nice things in life as well. So there's lots of things we have to like do without, but like a car every few years of like for me, I think that's a nice trade-off. And because I actually worked in the trade for such a long time, I'm not bad at actually getting some pretty horrendous deals. So I'm always like kind of like really focused on making sure I get like the very best I can possibly do. So but it is like it's definitely an expense, but again, I'm happy with that. So yeah, right. So as I say, like back home now, let's get on with kind of another job. So I've just picked up some Vinted parcels. So these are snipes that I've actually done. So I've gone to Vinted, purchased these items so I can actually flip them back onto eBay. So that's the idea. There's a couple here that I'm pretty sure, like, I'm going to have a good look through them, but I think I've actually paid quite a lot for them. So a lot of you might actually know that I'm pretty tight when it comes to buying stock, but if there is something that I think justifies the value, I don't mind actually paying up for it. So let's start getting them open. Let's see what we've actually got. Right, so we've got 4 parcels. 2 I think are either like they've got 1 item in it, and then I've got another like 2 parcels which are a lot bigger, and they've got some more multi-quantity. Right, the first one, let's start off with this one, which is absolutely covered in kind of brown tape, which is never ideal. I'm always worried when I try and open it up, but let's give it a go. Right, first one, just opened it up, managed to get that bit, so I'm pretty confident I know what this is, but let's try and get it out. Oh, right, that's that. Okay, right, so first one we have, I'll see if I can like show you a little bit. Right, so on these ones, I paid, I think it was £35 for these, which is a lot higher than my normal kind of like amount that I normally pay. So these are fairly small. They are a size small on these ones. But that still being said, what I'm looking for on these ones and why I've actually like paid so much, there's different kind of branding on these ones. So like there's different levels of kind of like how good they are. And this one here, so it's the Musto Performance. A lot of those get that one. But this one here is Gore-Tex, but it's the Gore-Tex Pro Shell, which is like slightly better. But the bit that I'm coming interested in is this bit here. So this little triangle, so this will normally tell you what the model is. So they go from BR1, BR2, MPX, HPX. So HPX in the grand scale of like sailing gear is the top of the range. This is something. So this one here, I think I had a look. These salopettes were, I think, £800 new, which is absolutely incredibly expensive. I think, again, off the top of my head, I would need to double check, but these will be, I will probably list these up for maybe 150, 180, maybe even a little bit more, but I need to look and double check. But all looks freshly laundered, all looks in good condition as well. But yeah, that's the key thing to actually look for. HPX, like, that's incredible. Right, next one, we've got another small package. Let's do this one. Okay, right, so we've got a military chore jacket. Nothing particularly special, this one. This is by Superdry. So nice military like shirt, jacket kind of style. I think I paid £4 for this one plus the shipping. I think kind of like, again, it's not a like particularly like great one. It's a size large, 20, 25 for something like that. So that's kind of like a little bit more of a borderline one, but still happy to do that. The seller has actually sent in a couple of, I actually don't know what these are, but I don't know if they're transfers or something, but a little bit wasted on me, I have to say. Right, next one we've got is another fairly big bag, this one. Let's get this opened up. Ah, yeah. Right. So what we've got in here is we've got 3 items. 2 in that bag and 1 in that one there. Right, let's open this one first. So the key thing on this one is actually that says like Yamaha. So this is a motorcycle jacket. Right, and the reason I kind of purchased this one, it is very heavy and it is like vintage as well. But this is actually newer tags. So it's still kind of like got its brand new like tags on there. So hence why it's all kind of, so it's a nice little thing. It's quite small again, but this is like super heavyweight. Nice Condura, so it's got like the canvas bit on there as well. But yeah, like very cool, that one. I think I've done a bundle on everything on this one, and I think off the top of my head, I will double check, but I think it was something. So this was up for I think 30, but as I say, I've done a bundle on it. I will, let me go and double check that now. Right, so just checked, and I paid £65 for all 3 of these items. So you imagine that, new with tags, Yamaha, canvas jacket. To be fair, it's more like a sailing jacket, that one actually. So like really nice. Right, next one. In this same bundle, we have another, I've got a bit mad on the old Musto jackets. So we've got another like red Musto jacket. You remember like on this one? So that's the BR1. So not as high spec, that one. So, but still in really, really nice condition. To be fair, I would probably like, for the 2, I'd probably be happy to like be paying close to like what I pay for 65 for the 2. Maybe not quite as much, but still good. So that's that one. And then the last one, which is all sealed up. Right, next one. Now this is very nice. Just making sure that all the tags are correct. Right, so the next one which we've got as well is a bell staff. So bell staff jacket, got the logo on the arm. Find that. Right, so this one here, which is the Tour Master, as you can see on there, it's got the all the tags. zip off like bits at the side as well, nice and stretchy. I need to double check. I think this might be a woman's one actually, just because I think the size maybe. Oh, I'm not sure. It looks more like a men's one style wise. I just need to measure it all up. But as I say, they paid £65 for those three. So the Bell Staff, the Musto, and the Yamaha. So yeah, really pleased with those ones. And we've got one more package just to go through. Right, so another big heavy one. Loads and loads of, plenty of tape on it. Let's get this opened. Oh. Always conscious when I'm trying to open these ones. Right, we have got more sailing gear. Right, first one we have it's another Gore-Tex sailing jacket. The bit that we're looking for again is the HPX. We're also looking for Gore-Tex. What size is this one? I think this is a bigger size, this one. I can get into it. There you go. Yeah, I think it's a large one, but needs to go through the wash, obviously. Yeah, there we go. Just in there, size large, but super good condition. This is a smock style, so it's a pullover one as opposed to a full zip. He says, no, it's not. It is a full zip. Sorry. Yeah, really nice. So paid 30 for this one, and I would have thought something like this is going to like go for like kind of 100, 120, something like that kind of that kind of size. And then we've got another one. So another one. This one here has got some marks on it. So this one's not actually as thing. But I just remembered, like, I actually got the two for 30. So it works out £15 each. Again, HPX, top of the range. This one is the smock one. Gore-Tex. It's on there. But I will do my best to like and try and improve on these marks as well. I'll get some pink stuff on that one. But again, it's heavy. The rest of it, no rips, no like kind of nothing else. Yeah, looks nice. So pleased with those. Right, so over the weekend I had a really good time of actually sourcing. So you can see just here. Right, so I've prepared everything, stacked it all up. So what it's doing is it's pushing down to actually like take out a majority of the creases. But we picked up just over 100 items over the weekend. So that means that I've pretty much got all of my sourcing sorted for the rest of the week now. So theoretically, I won't need to spend any more money out on purchasing stock. So that's like kind of like put me in a really good position. Still got, I think, about 60 items in the draft bank as well. So we got some nice ones. These are some Paul Smith, and these are the red ear. If you've like never heard of that before, so that's the red ear division. That's Paul Smith's top of the range. We've got some Air Force Ones, nice pink with some snake skin on there as well. We've got some Jordans. I think they're called the Jordan Withers. So yeah, we're in a good position when it comes to stock as well. So I'm very pleased at the moment. So rest of the week I've got tomorrow, unfortunately, like this is the bit that's not particularly pleasant. So going to be taking my mum and dad to a funeral, one of their friends that they actually they knew for many, many years, like a next door neighbour. So we're going to like go to the church, and we're going to like do a little wake after that. So it'd be nice to see my mum and dad as well, like spend a bit of quality time with them. But then Wednesday, that's another day. So myself and Lisa, we're going to spend the day together, which is unheard of. But we've actually like going to go up to London. So we're going to go up there, and we're going to be all la-di-da, and we're going to Fortnum and Mason for afternoon tea. So, and that was a Christmas present from my lovely son. So my eldest one, Toby, like he actually bought that for us. So we're now just getting around to actually doing it. So that should be nice. Whether I'm going to like be doing any vlogging up there, I'm not sure, but I will try and do the best I can. Right, I think I'm going to leave the video there. Hopefully that's been enjoyable today. A little bit different. I do want to kind of try and like show other things, not just like the working side of it. But to be fair, what do I do like apart from work? Very little, I have to say. But anyway, I'm trying to improve myself, and like not just be working all the time, trying to do a few extra bits and pieces outside of it. Right. That's it for the video. I hope you all have a great rest of the week, and I will catch you on the next one.